Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be taking a look at my first Evolution Cup battles. I had an absolute freaking blast. My first sets were going to be a 5-0, so let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. If you do enjoy my videos, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it, folks. Puts me in a good mood and it helps out the channel. It just takes a second. So we are going to be showcasing Dusclops. Also, we do have Cajabug and Hakamo. Which all three of them are going to be doing great. I had to decide on which one I wanted to specifically highlight here. All of them, but more so the Dusclops. You're going to see why. I decided I wanted to use this. I didn't really take a look at the meta. I kind of just quickly glanced, and all I needed to see was the top 5. I saw that Vigoroth was up there #1, so pretty much just kind of based my team off of everybody picking the meta. So here we are, and let's have a little fun. This team worked great. I mean, as you can see here, I did not study it, did not go over teams. I just kind of put this together. We got a 5-0, simple as that, okay? So on the Dusclops, we do have Ice Punch and Shadow Punch. Now, it worked out great. You definitely want Ice Punch because of those dragons. That's specifically for those things. You're going to see them all over the place. The Hakamo and also the Sphylis, as you can see here. Nice shiny, by the way. And then the Charjabug is just going to be putting in the work. It does resist fighting because of the bug typing, which is going to be nice. You also have the resistance with the ghost to fighting, so it's not like we have anything weak to it, but there's going to be a lot of those Vigoroths, as you can see here. So let's get into the commentary right about now. So we have Hakamo up against Vigoroth. So you got to be careful for those catches. We're going to go ahead and go for the cross chop. You may want to switch your movesets over from the Fighting Cup with all those dragon charge moves that you probably did have on your Hakamo. So we're going to be getting a shield, and they're going to be shielding up as well. They're going to be catching the dang charge move. What is it? Oh, wow, a Haunter. Wow, that's a really good catch. Being a ghost and poison, massive resistance. Okay, so I'm not going to bring in my Dusknor or Dusclops because, well, they're going to be a little bit outpacing us here. We will be able to tank things. Dusclops is a tank, an absolute tank. Did you see the IVs that I do have on the Shadow here? I made it a while ago for a tournament, and I'm happy that I'm able to use it again. I don't think I've used it ever since then, several years ago. All right, so we're going to bring in the Hakamo to go ahead and farm them down with that disgusting damage with Dragon Tail, and they're able to get to a charge move here, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to put all my hope. Oh, okay, guess we're going to be shielding up here. Looks like we were thinking that the last shield is worth the risk to go for the Dragon Claw. Oh, absolutely. Shields are down. They see the Dusclops and then they back out. I know it's a showcase of this thing. Don't worry, you're going to get plenty of those battles with it here. All right, into the next one. We're going to see a double super effective Dragon Tail versus Dragon Breath here. Now they're going to be catching a Dragon Claw. Let's see what they threw into battle here. And it is going to be a Vigoroth. Okay, sounds good. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Charjabug, because we're going to be able to absorb those counters as well as the body slams. This thing may be tiny, but it is actually a mini tank. So we kind of have 2 tanks on the team here. I think that's why it did so well, as well as the maneuvering. You know, let's see what we have. All right, anyways. So Vigoroth, we're going to go ahead and let this body slam go. And charging up a little bit more, farming all the way down. And we're going to probably see that Dragonair. We have to be quick because of that broken Dragon Breath in this game, not allowing you to hit your charge move. So we're just going to go for the X-Scissor, thinking we can get to another one, and unfortunately we do not. That's okay though. So we do have 2 shields, so do they. We bring in our Hakamo to go ahead and handle this here. I figured that the Dusclops is going to be able to take care of whatever's in the back. So they're swapping, and they have the exact same Pokemon too. So let's see what we have going on here. Our Hakamo does have energy built up. It's very low on health, so we can make some use of that with getting like a Dragon Tail through or something. But let's see. We have great IVs. Let's see if it's going to help us out here. Shielding up the first one here. And it's just a matter of who's going to be able to get to the most charge moves here. And sneaking a quick move through is going to be helping you. Although we're both going to be able to sneak one through as soon as we throw a charge move pretty much. As soon as I said that, though, I didn't sneak one through there. All right, so they go for Shadow Sneak and back and forth, back and forth. I think the shiny is just going to be a little bit better. So let's keep it going here. No more shields left, and we're getting to it. This isn't going to be enough, so what I'm going to do is throw in the Hakamo to take him out immediately. 1, 2, and out. Not even 1, 2, just 1 and gone. Let's get it. Moving on to the next battle, we're going to see a mirror match. Hakamo, reminiscent of the Fighting Cup. It made me laugh. I was like, here we go again with this damn thing. So they're going to be hitting their charge move here. Obviously, we're going to be shielding it up. Now, what we can do is go ahead and just Dragon Tail down and outpace them, but since they do their charge move, they're going to be missing a quick move, and then we will be able to take them out. But I do want to kind of have an even double KO knockout here, so we're looking good. Charjabug doesn't really want to see a Hakamo whatsoever unless, whatsoever, because of the bug and the electric are resisted. So we just allowed the clock to wear out and then just have the game throw in the Charjabug for us, and we're going to be met with a Vigoroth here. And this is going to be good. Again, the Dusclops doesn't mind the Vigoroth. I mean, just got to look out for Bulldoze. So we're going to go ahead and catch a Body Slam here. This made me chuckle a little bit. Let's go. What you got in the back there? A spacing on Celio. Okay. Was that a Shadow Celio too? Yes, it was. Okay. So the first charge move, I do believe there's a Body Slam here. Okay. Now, they either have Water Pulse or Aurora Beam. So we'll see what they are planning on using. At first, I was thinking maybe they didn't, TM away Frustration, and they were just going in here with the single-moved charge Shadow here, but that's not the case. They have Water Pulse. So again, we're going to go for another one of these Shadow Punches. I'm telling you, Dusclops is a tank. Swapping into Charjabug and immediately going for the charge move, a little bit of a combo breaker here, and that's enough to take it out. In goes the Vigoroth. We still have one shield left, and all we need to do is get to the X-Scissor and take this win. Let's go, folks. Let's get it. Shielding this up, simply taking it here with the X-Scissor, and we're looking good. This team really put in the work for me. Alright, so the Dusclops is going to be XL. Yeah, that's definitely going to cost you some XL candies there if you're going to have the higher IV product for PvP with the low attack. So next battle, we're met with a Vigoroth here. Okay, sounds good to me. That Dragon Tail is just doing so much damage. This is why I decided to go in here with this instead of Dragonair. Although Dragonair is even going to be just as good, pretty much, right? It's just kind of a different scenario. I just prefer this one here. All right, shielding up the first Body Slam. They're getting to another one. I figured that was going to happen here. But we're going to be able to get to another Dragon Tail, or at least a Brick Break here. So let's see if they want to double shield or let it go. And they let it go, and we win this matchup. Great. They're bringing in their own Hakamo. Sounds good to me. Now we're going to go ahead and bring in our Dusclops here because we do have the Ice Punch again to handle these dragons. It's going to be doing a ton of damage, although the Dragon Claw, the Dragon Tail is going to start to add up. And they're going to be catching an Ice Punch. What did they just throw into battle? Oh, a Spicy. There you go. Another dragon. This is why you want that Ice Punch. All right, so we're going to go ahead and swap into our Charjabug, which is going to be doing super effective here with the X-Scissor because of the Dark typing on the Sphylis. Looking good. They let it go. We'll let this Body Slam go as well. Farm them down here with a not very effective Spark. Bringing back that Hakamo. Again, all of our charge moves on the Charjabug are going to be not very effective to it because of the dragon and the fighting. So they're going to be able to farm me down. I was getting a little bit nervous on that fact there. I thought they'd be able to get to 2 or so Dragon Claws, which might do it for me. So I let the first one go, just kind of seeing where we're going to land here. So we're going to go ahead and shield up the next one, obviously, unless we want to lose this matchup here. And I'm thinking, no, I don't need to go to Ice Punch. What am I thinking? Shadow Punch. Okay, they're low enough now. Don't get stupid here, Poke. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take that win with the Dusclops, just barely, thanks to its tankiness and its IV product. I do believe that's why we survived that there. And that is going to be our first set in the Evolution Cup. Nice 5-0. And we're going to go ahead and give Athena a treat. I'm going to walk you through the process here. So we're already all set up. Okay. Going to have all these bushes in the way. We'll get those out of the way here in just a second. So annoying with this AR. All right. So here we go. This is kind of a new trick where I just set the bone on her snout there. She waits and we count down to 3 and she gets it. She doesn't have quite gotten it down to catch it in the air yet. I haven't really taught her that. She's kind of trying, but nonetheless, I didn't really take me too much time to teach her that. I kind of just did it and she listened because she's such a little sweetheart. Next battle, we're going to be met with a Haunter. Let's go. This is good. We're doing a lot of damage with our Dragon Tail. Now, what I was thinking I needed to worry about is the new Ice Punch, but nobody seemed to have it. Okay. And they're hitting me with a Shadow Punch. I just shield up because we're not trying to get hit by no Ice Punch from a Haunter. They let it go. They're going to bring in a frickin' Brionne with Charm. Now, the second I saw that thing with Charm, I didn't, like I said, look through the meta, see what's going to sniff around. What's going to have Charm? Somebody, somewhere. These people, there's always somebody out here looking for a Charm user some way, somehow, huh? Okay, no problem. Well, we got the Charjabug to handle that water type. And they do have a Lairon in the back, which is going to be somewhat of a tank. Yeah, we don't have too much to worry about. Our electric is still going to go right through it. And then the Dusclops is going to be able to slowly chip it away here. But the Brionne with Charm, that's not the only time I encountered that. I was like, come on, really, guys? Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go. Is that the way you want it? That's the way you got it. All right, anyways, we're kind of withering this thing down here as the Dusclops is just tanking and tanking and tanking. Looks like they're trying to maybe farm us down here. And we're going to swap and do a little bit of combo breaker, going for the X Scissor. It's not very effective, but is it enough? Yes, it is enough. Now bringing in the Brion, and they're backing out with their Charm user. Very nice. Okay, moving on to our next opponent. What are we going to see here? A Dragonair. Okay. How does this work out? Dragonair is going to be very good, high up on the ranks here, and they're going to be catching a Dragon Claw. Very nice, while retreating with energy. Catching that with their Haunter, bringing in the Charge-a-Bug, and going for the X Scissor, which is not very effective, but it's going to be enough to take them out if they do not shield, and they are shielding up. And at this point, I figured we're going to go ahead and let this go, farm them down. Let's see what they're throwing at us. Shadow Punch, hitting us with another one. I think we may want to... Ooh, we're letting it go. That's kind of risky. And they take us out. Oh, my freaking goodness. Are you kidding me? All right, so since we still do have 2 shields, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Hakamo and take them out here. And they have a Golbat, so they've revealed their whole team here. Now, the only thing we really need to look out for with the Dusclops is going to be Shadow Ball on the Golbat here. So since they're shieldless, we're going to go ahead and bring in the Dusclops here to see what we can do. Shielding up this first one and calling the Shadow Ball wouldn't have KO'd, would have definitely done a lot of damage, obviously. It's Shadow Ball. But since we're such a tank and it's not even getting stabbed, we would have been fine. But we're shielding it up for good measure. Hitting that Ice Punch, going for the Shadow Sneak on the shieldless opponent. But they did catch it with their Dragonair. Then they're really trying to pull out all the stops to be Pokey AK. So we're going to go ahead and let this go here. It is a Dragon Pulse doing a lot of damage. I was expecting something else as much as I wanted to farm down. Not going to happen, folks. What's going on here? We have like 2 HP. Can we get to it? We do, because this thing is so dang tanky. Shadow Sneak is going to be enough. Dusclops pulling the win. And we're seeing our opponent potentially closing out their app or something like that. So let's get it. Moving on to our next opponent. What are we going to see here? Oh boy. What is it going to be? A Vigoroth. What do you know? What a surprise. Let's go. So they're going to be swapping into a Golbat. We're going to go ahead and stay here. Let this go. It's just going to be a Poison Fang. They're going to be bringing us down pretty low here, but that's fine. We're going to be doing some massive damage or getting a shield from them. And we'll simply swap into the Charge-a-Bug here and start sparking them up. We were going to go ahead and farm them all the way down because they're not getting to no Shadow Ball. Well, this could be Shadow Ball, actually. Poison. No, we couldn't. No, they didn't have enough time. So they lower our defense. All right, do plenty of damage. We do resist the counter, so we are going to be able to hang in here. We don't really have to worry about that too much. Getting off the discharge. And since we do resist the counter, we're going to go ahead and shield this up to kind of start putting on the pressure. Even though they did lower our defense with the Poison Fang on the Golbat, we're still going to be taking and absorbing that counter, no problem. While getting to another X Scissor here, I thought I might be able to get a shield out of them, but it doesn't look like they want to give it up. What's in the back? Another Brony. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bring in the Dusclops here. And, well, let's have a little fun. The Charge-a-Bug, how much health does that have? Barely anything left, but we still have all 3 Pokemon at this point. I'm pretty happy with this results here with the Charm user in the back, still holding on to 3 Pokemon. Let's see if we can win with all 3 here. So obviously we do not want to go for Ice Punch because that's not very effective to the water, so we're just going to keep going with the Shadow Sneak. I think I did encounter somebody that does not have Shadow Punch on their Dusclops, and that was the result in me winning. All right, so getting to another one here. Charm is simply not getting stabbed, and when it's not getting stabbed, it's not really doing it for you, and we're taking the win. It's not that tap as it usually is. Next battle, we're met with a Sphylis, and this is going to be an interesting matchup. They're going to be swapping. They do not like it. And again, I'm going to go ahead and stay here really quick and throw this Dragon Claw. It's just going to be nice to get this damage off and do all that. You know, I mean, we're already bringing them down to half. So we do bring in the Charge-a-Bug here because we are a tank, and I don't want to go up against them with all that energy with the Shadow Punch, Shadow Sneak because, well, I don't want to take that damage from our other Ghost. This is going to absorb it a lot better here, as you can see. Anyways, as far as the Sphylis, we've already seen that. It's just because it's dark, our Ghost can still handle it because of the Ice Punch spam that we do have. And, well, yeah, we also have Hakamo. So they're going to be swapping back into battle and retreating. What did they throw in there? It's going to be the Sphylis. So we're getting a shield and then swapping into our Hakamo. I do believe we do shield this up because it is going to be within my interest since they've already used the shield here because they're either going to shield this up or they're going to go down, use their last shield and be looking pretty good here. They're going to be letting it go, and Hakamo's still in the yellow. And we still have all 3 Pokemon, and they have a Haunter in the back, and that's pretty much a wrap here. I mean, we could technically lose, I guess, but let's see how this works out. Farming us up, but the Dragon Tails are just doing way too much. So I bring in the Charge-a-Bug to kind of put on the pressure, but they did not throw. Very nice. So we can take a Shadow Ball here, but I do decide to shield this up. It is a Sucker Punch, and farm their Dusclops down, and we take the win with our Dusclops ourselves. Let's get it. Moving on to the next one here. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't done so yet. Met with a Golbat. So yeah, we're taking super effective damage here. Let the first Poison Fang go, no problem at all. We're getting a shield already right off the bat here. They've already got us down to half, but we're about doing the same damage because Dragon Tail is ridiculous. But they go for freaking Shadow Ball. So at this point, I have to retreat. They retreat as well into their Magneton. So we got a not very effective battle going on here. So you do resist the Magnet Bomb as well because you are going to be electric. Electric resists steel, which is very nice. So they're going to keep hitting you with that. But the Charger Bug being so tanky on top of not very effective, it's going to be able to just absorb these and just keep on going and just keep throwing the discharges here. Now, obviously, at this point, you can go with the X-Scissor, or you could probably just farm down. Let's see how this works out here. So can we farm them down? Do we get greedy or we make it? Let's get it. All right. So we're going to try to hit the discharge. I would think they're going to be bringing in the Golbat here, but they bring in a Vigoroth. So we're just going to still go with our hardest hitting move, which is that discharge, and then swapping into our Dusclops, not even allowing them to farm up extra with their Vigoroth here. And Dusclops is going to start putting in the work, resisting the counter, bringing back that Golbat. Now, we know they use up that energy for the Shadow Ball. Do you think they're at another one? I don't think so. We're going to let it go. Absolutely, just a Poison Fang. Let's go. So they did lower our defense, and we can fix that later on if we need to. Swap back in because we still do have 3 Pokemon. Charger Bug is barely holding on, but we can use that to swap in and refresh our defense debuff. Knowing that they're going to go for another one here, we're still holding on to both shields, and at this point, we do not need to go for the Ice Punch, Shadow Punch it all the way down to Funky Town. Down it goes, immediately swapping into the Charger Bug like we described to refresh that debuff, swapping into the Dusclops here. And it doesn't matter if they throw the Body Slams at me at this point, I'm going to have to shield them up because we've came too far to try to 2-shield flex. So shielding this up, obviously, is going to go straight for the Bulldoze. So they had a ton of energy back there. And now going for what I would assume is a Body Slam because you can't get off 2 Bulldozers like that. They back out. Oh, and we take the win. All right, let's keep it going here, folks. I'm telling you, this team is great. I had an absolute freaking blast. Next battle, we're met with a Dragonair. Let's have a little fun with it. All right, so getting to the Dragon Claw. Got another person catching. Oh my gosh. I am scrubbing up with that, huh? They catch it with their own Dusclops. Look at that, how it absorbs it there. Very nice. They got their own shiny. Let's see what they can do with it. Bringing in the Charger Bug, like I usually like to do here, and holding on to our own Dusclops for later down the line. Getting off that discharge, doing a decent amount of damage while we're both kind of absorbing our charge moves here because we're both tanky Pokemon. But the Shadow Punch isn't even doing nearly as much as my discharge. So I go for this thinking that they want a shield to win swap, and they freaking let it go. Why are you doing that? Stop letting the moves go. Shield up. All right, so we have to get to another one here. We got to take them out. Do I go? I just go for the discharge. Oh my goodness. What a waste of time on my end. All right, so they're bringing back their Dragonair to farm us up with not too much energy gain there. And bringing in our Hakamo. I think I do decide to shield this up. Yeah. And farm them down. What is it going to be? Can we hit a charge move? And Vigoroth. Great, and we're hitting the Brick Break. We're going to get a shield out of them, I would assume. Yeah. And then swap into the Dusclops here, so we got 1-to-1 shield, and this is basically a wrap for us here. Bulldoze is going to do a decent amount of damage, but we're going to be able to spam this Ice Punch a lot faster, and the counter is not very effective, while our quick move is also not very effective because they're normal type, and that's why you don't go for Shadow Sneak or Shadow Punch. And of course, I probably have been calling Shadow Punch Shadow Sneak this entire time, but you get the picture. It's not like, oh my gosh, the whole video is ruined. All right, so yeah, this is going to be our last battle here, folks. Again, if you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up if my videos do help you out, or if you just simply enjoy them in any way and want to support me, I'd really do appreciate that. Getting to the next Ice Punch here, Dusclops, putting in the work, definitely worth the investment, and well, you can still make one if you don't have really low attack. I do believe you're not going to have to invest in XL. And there you have it. This team did well, and another good run here. We're really rising up. Can't wait to bring you my next video. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
Sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
So you're finally here! Fantastic!
I touch the net. This is the best day of my life.